Hi, it's Rich Bolt here with Crossroads Financial Mortgage, and we're honored today to have Mukta Bhatia with Coldwell Banker out of Short Hills. She's an excellent agent in that area, and we're honored to have her here to discuss some stuff about real estate. How you doing today?
Thanks, Richard. I'm good. Actually, it's a great day because Coldwell Banker just announced their top agents, and I'm in the top 5%.
Congratulations.
So I'm part of the President Circle.
Awesome.
And that's the news last 1 hour back. Let's put it that way.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.
We would have had some champagne if we'd known.
Absolutely, if we were not that far away from Florida to New Jersey, right?
Yeah, no. Yeah. So just figured we'd start a little bit. Tell us about your journey into real estate.
Okay, that's an interesting one because I'm a tri-continent home owner.
Okay.
And an Indian, British Indian American. So that's who I am.
Okay.
Lived and been a citizen and also a homeowner and a homemaker across all the three continents. Former banker. Started in the financial sector and then moved across the continents as we got transferred on job-related transfers. They were all corporate transfers. And moved to the US over 12 years ago. Moved here and I was looking at a career change. For me, getting used to the local community is through the nonprofit sector. So when I moved from London to here, I was volunteering into the local community. I still do that. I still sit on a few nonprofit boards. And at one point of time, 7-8 years ago, when my daughter was to go into college, was looking at a change and transition into some different career, but not go back into corporate America. So got into real estate since I think I enjoy working with people. I enjoy mentoring, which has been one of my past roles, as well as I have a lot of spatial sense. So those three being together, I got into real estate and haven't looked back.
Awesome. What do you like most about your job?
I love working with people. And I love to, somehow marry them into the homes because they kind of blend into each other and to guide them through the whole process. Because it's not just buying a piece of property. It's not a house. It's a place where you go ahead and build your memories. You build your family. You have your dog there and everything else.
What kind of dog do you have? I know you were.
I have a Lhasa Apso. I have a 6-year-old Lhasa Apso. Yeah.
Cute. Awesome. Mm-hmm. I have 3 dogs myself.
Oh, nice.
And hopefully hopefully the one that actually comes down here will try to get into the door. So with your keen eye to detail, how do you match buyers to your ideal homes and assist sellers in finding their best buyers?
So, 2 excellent questions. So when you're talking about buyers, the situation is that there are a few different things which I work together with and which I specialize in. One, depending on which part of the world they come from, literally speaking, whether it's a different part of the US, different part of the globe, another country, another continent, to understand where they came from is important for me to understand where they want to be. So I'll take an example. Not too long back, I had a client who moved from Ohio. And, if anybody knows this part of the world, when you're coming from Ohio and you lived in a $500,000 home, it's a mansion.
Yeah.
Where the areas which I serve, you won't even get an apartment in $500,000.
Yeah.
So it's nice to understand and then bring them back into what's their kind of what they're matching their expectations are and understanding where they want to be. It's not, I am not the buyer. I'm not going to be living in that house. But also what important factor comes in is that a lot of times when people are they open to making changes to the house because their budget is smaller and they want a nicer home? How flexible are they? And also to walk them through the process. So I treat a buyer as if I'm the one who's the buyer of the house. So what would I be able to do and guide them through that whole process? So that's a simpler way for me to work it out. I'm a very honest and a straight shooter on this. So if I feel a house is overpriced, I will tell them, but I also try to bring their expectations, because today's date, everybody feels, you look at history of a property, especially in the areas which I serve. 10 years ago, the house was being sold for $1 million. Today, it's for 1.8. People say, oh, why should the seller be making that much money? Because the market drives. So it's more of a coaching, developing, as well as building and matching expectations, because that's the reality. If there are 20 people looking at the same house, there's nothing you and I can do about it and say, yes, history had it at, $1 million, but today, present is this. And the fact is that these houses will be worth that 1.8 plus X in that futuristic time frame. So that's on the buyer end. Seller end, again, matching the timelines, because I have a pulse on the market. I'm a local resident. I very well reputed both on a personal and professional field. So timing is everything. So if it's a house which needs a lot of work, you can put it on the market at any point of time. You'll still get 5 offers on it. But if it's the right timing, and I have a wonderful example, which I will take, and I have told this to so many people. This was in 2023. I had a referral from somebody, and they had an offer for $800,000 without brokerage. This was a seller I was working with. Yeah. So they were very happy. They was going to save $40,000, $50,000. It's a lot of money. I would jump to save that much money, right? And their friend, who is somebody I know, said, why don't you call Mukta and speak to her and see what she has to say about the house? I walk into the house, see the house, and I walk out saying, I think I can get you $1 million. So they were obviously, and they thought I was overselling. So I said, no, I'm not. I can guarantee you'll definitely get $1 million, but I need to come back and we can work things out. Anyway, moved them forward, helped them buy a house based on what their needs were. So it took us 2 months to find a place for them to buy. Moved them out of the house, got the house ready. And I sold it for $1.4 million.
Nice.
So it's not the same cookie cutter for everyone, but then, work around the model which works for you and what works for that seller. At their own friend's house I sold, they literally walked out and left everything behind. They said, let the buyer take care. So, some people are ready to do some work and get that extra dollars in their pocket. Yep. Some are not. So whatever works for you.
Nice. That's very impressive. It's a great story. So I see you have a lot of awesome client testimonials and praising your professional dedication. Can you share a memorable client experience that stands out to you?
So actually, the story which I just told you is one of my testimonials. And when they wrote that down, which starts off with that I've been a blessing. If you read through the testimonials, I actually almost cried when I had that. I've had some amazing stories with my clients, I have to say. There was another client whose house I sold in early pandemic. Obviously, when things were in a funny situation, we did not know what was happening. The seller had to move out for personal reasons, landed up moving them out. Did we get the best money at that point of time? Yes. Had they waited for 6 months, would they have got more? Probably yes. But who knows? Nobody knows the future. You only know the past. Exactly. And more importantly, you know what today is. Sold their house, helped them find another place. And as the market was going up and things were changing, he says, I think we bought too big a house. First, I thought I needed that bigger house. A year later, I sold the same house which I helped them buy for $240,000 more in exactly 12 months. August 21 to August 22. 12 months, the market was crazy. I've had another crazy story where I had a client who was in California delivering baby number 2. And there was a deadline on offer, and she was in the hospital going to deliver the baby. I said, okay, you sign the documents, let the husband wait for after the baby has been delivered, simply because of the fact that I have to hold on to the offer till there's a deadline. And they got the house. They still live in the house. They still love the home. So there've been a lot of very nice stories, both on the buyer and seller's end. I enjoy it. It's good fun. It's good to be part of their lives. Let's put it that way.
You work with people that are transferring from other countries too a lot. I imagine that's a very scary time for them, and
It is. Having gone through it, it is. It's not the easiest because you're also going through an unknown. So I moved from India to London, London to here. Each move has been challenging in a different manner. At one point of time, my daughter was only 2 years old. Next time, she was 14 years old. So it's a very different time frame we're talking about for both of them. Both moves. So I can associate myself to those moves because you're moving into a new country. You're moving into even if it's not even a country of the size of America. If you're moving from California to here, you're moving from Texas to here, moving from Ohio to here. Those are the moves I've done. I've had relocations from Panama, Argentina, Malaysia. So those are the people I've worked with. They're very culturally different. It's not just the house, it's also the environment you're coming into. Sorry, and the challenges of not just relocation, finding my footing as a new person in a new area. It's not just finding a house. So I'm helping them. I actually connect them to some people around so that they can at least have some first few introductions till you start making your own friends. So that happens, whether it's school, whether it's just going out for a couple of meals to make them take them out grocery shopping.
Yep.
So those are things which,
You're going the extra mile.
And you know what the person is going through. It is scary.
Yeah. I mean, that's very challenging. And I mean, especially like, when they're around 14, kids are in that age where, you're kind of awkward and like you're the new kid. Now you're the new kid in the school, and plus you're in a new country. That must be pretty overwhelming. And so like to be able to walk people through that process is very impressive.
That's one. And I think I have to add one more, especially as parents of older meaning kids who are no longer in elementary school. You do not make friends through the school because you don't go to the middle school as a parent. You don't go to the high school. You don't meet the friends' parents. So it's a different challenge you have. So I become their local guardian, friend, whatever you want to call. The youngsters treat me as the elder, whatever it is, it doesn't matter as long as you get comfortable.
You're involved in what is it, a junior league?
So I'm involved with the Junior League, which is a women's organization. Okay. That is basically women helping women build better communities is the tagline. The other, which I'm extremely involved in, is a local nonprofit called Cora Hearts on Arboretum. It's based in Short Hills. I've been sitting as a treasurer for the last, I think, 10 years now. Love the place. I'm very particular about the environment. You can see the wrong side. You can see my logo wherever it is. Yeah, there it is. I'm particular about the environment. I'm very conscious about the earth. And it's a local, beautiful little piece of property, 16.5 acres of woodlands. And nature reserve, we are big contributors to the local education system. So I actually did a nice fundraiser on Friday night. It was an Indian cooking night where I was teaching as well as we had a sit-down dinner and raised over $3,000 for the organization. So nice. I do some crazy stuff around, but I enjoy it. It's my way to give back to the community.
Cool. My daughter loves Indian food.
Come along. I'm not a chef, but I can teach homemade food.
My wife works for an Indian couple, and like she's always bringing home stuff that they make, and my daughter just gobbles it up. She's 17 and she loves it. She's very adventurous. She'll try everything that comes in. It's like, oh yeah, this is great.
Yep.
Okay. I did want to touch real quick on. I saw that you also enjoy deep sea diving. That sounds pretty exciting.
Yep.
Where have you dove?
Actually, that's dove has become a very American past tense of do a last dive kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So we went for a vacation to Australia in 2019 and just decided to dive at the Barrier Reef. So it was what's called as Discover Scuba, loved it. My adventurous side of me saw some reef sharks when went down. Yep. And that motivated me to to go in and pursue it as a hobby. So I have done Puerto Rico, Hawaii. There's an island, there's another one of the other Emirates near Dubai. It's called Fujairah. So done there, Portugal. So yeah, I've done a few dives, not as much as I would love to, but I have done because there's also time constraint and nobody in my family does diving.
Gotcha.
They don't even snorkel.
Do you combine it with the photography stuff? Because I saw you.
Yeah, so I do have my little GoPro.
Oh, okay.
So I still have to learn underwater photography. I'm not as good at it as I'm over land because it's a very different. I'm still not, because I'm a reasonably new diver. It's been 6 years. However, I'm only doing one dive a year.
Yeah.
I'm not meaning 2 dives every year. So it's not enough to keep, because it's not the natural, we are used to walking on land. We're used to breathing on land. So the depth perception on land is very different versus in the water. So I still have to get that. I have to improve on that. Yeah. But yes, I'm a certified manta ray diver. So I've done that, night diving with manta rays in Hawaii. That was gorgeous. It was stunning. So yeah.
Cool.
Yes.
All right. I think we're nearing our end of our time here. I very much enjoyed speaking with you. Where can people find information about you, get connected with you?
Absolutely. I'm going to add one more thing. I'm seeing that you're also a 5-star mortgage professional.
Yes.
I'm a 5-star real estate agent. This is my 4th year at a stretch.
Nice.
So that's another thing. And where can I be reached? My email is my first name. You can see it above, mukta.bhatia@C for Charlie, B for Bravo, moves.com. My website is muktabhatiahomes.com. So it's a very straightforward, simple, and available on email, through my website, through my phone, through texting, whatever form. Number is 551-580-1182. Always reachable. The only complaint my clients have that I respond too quickly. So
awesome.
That's what I do. Yeah.
Any final thoughts for us?
No, just waiting for what the spring market has to do. It's already going crazy. It's already going into, like yesterday on one of my listings, we had 3 offers. The house went on the market in late December and we have multiple offers on that. Wrote an offer for a buyer of mine. There was another 7 offers on that property. So let's see what's coming. We're just hoping for more properties to come on.
Yeah, more
people
inventory.
To sell.
Yep, exactly.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well, I've enjoyed our time together.
Same here. Thank you.
All right.
Thanks.
Take care.
You. Bye-bye.
Have a great
Thanks.
one. Bye.
Bye.